All right, friends. So today I wanted to record a video to give an intro about one of my favorite functionalities in the system called Opportunity Marketplace. You probably heard about it. If not, you're about to. But I find it to be a super cool functionality. So let's get right into it. So Opportunity Marketplace, basically just like the term describes it, if you will, right? It's all about opportunities for the employee to be able to do something, right? So if I'm a user, right, Opportunity Marketplace can be found in one of the main options, right, in the home menu. So as soon as I click on Opportunity Marketplace, it's basically a screen that presents different things. The key one, or the most important one, in my opinion, it's this whole idea of, I guess we're calling it here opportunities, but short-term assignments, right? So if you have a special project, for example, and you would like to offer like a 6 months some sort of secondment or something, and I will say a bit more informal, right? It's about the project versus concurrent employment or applying that to an internal job, right? This is really more about short-term assignments. This is what is going on. Like, does anybody's got bandwidth, right, to help out? And vice versa too. I have some bandwidth. Let me see what is out there and see if I can help, right? So the system allows you to literally do that, right? So in this case, I can see different opportunities, right? If I click on it, as a user, by the way, I get to see more details on the assignment. So a bit of a description, right? The type, in this case, a fellowship, blah, blah, blah. How many openings? Very handy, right, for special projects, etc., right? But here's where it starts getting interesting, right? The system, you start combining different elements in the system into one place, right? So in this case, um, supported by the Talent Intelligence Hub, right? We get to document some attributes that the assignment is interested on, and then also the system will tell you, right, where you happen to be at, right? And then in this case, right, we're differentiating between required attributes and nice to have. All right. Of course, by the way, this an application component too. Again, this is not an internal job. This is more designed for short-term assignments. So you're not switching jobs. It's just to track the opportunity here, right? Notice how the application here is super simple. So when are you able to start? When are you able to finish? And then any comments, right? And a very simple workflow can be set up, right? So to, for example, notify your manager, or obviously let the whomever is owning the opportunity know. Typically, HR is involved too, so yeah, lots of flexibility there. Again, and you can post. Of course, all you gotta have permissions, right? But you can post jobs or post opportunities, or just see them and apply. Oh, by the way, at the header here, this is supported by the growth portfolio, right? Powered by the Talent Intelligence Hub. It allows you to select, right, some attributes, right, or skills that you might be interested in either developing, learning more about it, etc. So like AI, and then the system will tell you any opportunities associated with that particular skill. Okay. All right, let me go back here now to Opportunity Marketplace, because again, this is all about opportunities. So we talk about short-term assignments. In addition to that, right, in one screen only, you also get to see any internal jobs that might be posted, right? But again, this is in a bit of a smart way, right? It will always prioritize, um, the skills that have been associated with the job plus what you have, right? Um, and notice that the experience is very consistent, right? Of course, you have to have the recruiting module for this to work, right? Because this screen basically what it does, other than, well, first of all, it introduces the opportunities, but in addition to that, right, it combines areas from different modules and puts it into one screen for better consumption. And then from here again, if I click on it, a new window opens up and it takes me to the actual job posting. Connect people, right? Similar idea, depending on your interest in your interests and basically what the system knows about you, it will recommend people um, who you should consider. And this is driven by the functionality of mentoring in the development module, right? So notice here how I have two types. I have some mentors, right, that the system is suggesting I consider, but also some mentoring programs, right, that might be available here for someone to consider, right? And of course from here I can click on it, a new window opens up, and it takes you directly to the mentoring. Well, in this case, it shows you more information about the program. But then, if you wanted to join as a mentor, at that point, it does take you to the mentoring component out of development. Okay. All right. And then the last thing, it's similar powered by the development module, right? Just additional roles that the system might be recommending for you to consider, right? And if I were to click here on the role, notice that this is where kind of your job profile starts showing up, right? So you get to see the descriptions of the role, right? Any attributes associated with it, matching, in this case, a matching capability. So it tells you, right, that these skills, right, match what you have, therefore you should consider it. And then from here, if I were to add it as a target role, it will take me to the career worksheet. You'll notice here um, within let's see if I can show you within the development module. Okay, yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, here engineering, and then from here, and again, these are whole different capabilities, right? You have to have the development module and career worksheet enabled, but it will you know it will present that to you, and then from here you can trigger role readiness assessments, create development goals associated with them, so on and so forth. And by the way, I want to go back to opportunity marketplace. I don't think I have it configured here, but there's another block available which is for learning purposes, right? So any recommended learning content will be shown here too, right? So in summary, this is a one place, like a one-stop shop that you can come here and kind of check out opportunities in the way of short-term incentives. I'm sorry, short-term opportunities, internal jobs, right, to apply, mentoring and connecting with people, career options in terms of associating them to your career worksheet, and then career path and all that, and then lastly learning, which we didn't have the opportunity to see here. All right. Hopefully this was helpful. Oh, and then if you need to implement or want to learn more about this, obviously you got to contact whomever is helping you out with your sister today. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.